last session, it is heart of this ecosystem, Martjack, multi-channel platform. Anubhav, who is a technology heart specialist and also works as a Vice President Business Strategies Alliances at Reasoning, will be discussing challenges and solutions for setting up a profitable online store. Anubhav has been working on product development and strategy for past 5 years. At Reasoning, he manages business strategy as well as partner development programs. He is also actively involved in helping retailers to understand and effectively leverage the internet as a sales and marketing channel. Anubhav has worked in Microsoft and Triology before joining Reasoning. Please welcome Anubhav.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to talk about how you can, overcome the challenges of building a profitable online store. And essentially, everybody has talked about pieces like accepting payments, processing shipments, getting customers to your store. They both talked about there are 130 million plus customers online today. But what do you really have to do to actually get these customers to a place where you are selling your goods, sell it to them effectively and ship it to them? So the first thing is that we would like to understand what really is possible with an online store. We've heard a lot of that this evening already. So firstly, you can build a brand. So the idea is, in your own store, you have your logo, your merchandise, your offers, everything. But that is located in a physical location. It is only reachable by people who come to your store. On the internet, you are going to build a brand that is reachable by anyone. It has your own identity, accessible to anyone. You can increase your sales at a very low cost. So the cost of selling products online is much lower because your manpower cost is lower. The actual amount of cost that you are incurring on engaging with the customer is lower, and so on. And you can take your business to an entirely new next level simply because you're actually tackling a much larger number of consumers very, very effectively. So what are the top challenges in doing this? Why are most retailers not able to do this? Here's our understanding of it. So the first thing is, most people think of the internet as a channel of information, not essentially a sales channel. The second point is that most retailers, when they want to go and build an online store, they are confronted with technology companies or people who talk about building a website. They throw terms at you which is not really your core expertise, because you're not a technology expert, you're a retailer. The third thing is that the entire cycle of reaching the consumer over the internet, someone who you are not meeting and talking to, and selling to him across that channel is a new concept relatively. And the last of all, and which is also a common concern, is most people think that building an online channel is very expensive. And in most cases, that is the experience that people are getting. They're engaging in inefficient flows where they're building an online store at a very cost inefficient way. So let's look at how we can tackle these challenges. So before we get to that, the first thing is, it is very important to set your expectations right when you are talking of building an online store. The first and the foremost, expectation that I get from a lot of retailers is, I'm going to build my website, I want it to look like the Samsung website tomorrow. While that is a very good expectation to have, it is important to understand that you are getting into a business here. Which means that as soon as you say, I want a shop on Marine Drive in Mumbai, you are actually talking of a huge cost. So you need to set the expectations right. Start small, learn the business, learn how commerce works on the internet, and then grow. And the second, most common expectation is, I have built my website, in the first month, will I get 1,000 orders? The answer again is similar. To get customers to your online store, there is an advertising cost, promotion cost, and other aspects of your business that you have to build up before you start getting those kinds of volumes. So the idea is, what we can do right away as a retailer is plan for growth. Start in a way so that you can grow as your business grows, and you can minimize your effort and cost in doing so. Martjack is a solution which helps you start small and scale up, and it grows as your business grows. So what really needs to be done? So for building your online store, you have to build it. That means some kind of a technology expenditure is there. You have to get customers to your online store, which means some kind of an advertising expenditure is there. You have to sell, which means what Percy has talked about, shipping the products, accepting payments, answering customer support calls. There's a cost of operations and there is a cost of support. Again, Martjack is a solution which is designed in a way so that you can lower all of these 4 key cost verticals. So what really is Martjack? Martjack is a single solution platform that is designed to build and manage your online store. It is not just a single solution of technology. It is an amalgamation of the ecosystem of e-commerce. So it takes care of building the online store, which you can do in as little as 3 days. It helps you get consumers to your online store in conjunction with Google solution of Google AdWords. And other channels also, like social networks, marketplaces. Like marketplace, an example is HDFC Bank Smart Buy that we talked about earlier this evening. Influencing consumers, giving them a very rich experience. One of the very, very key aspect of online shopping is consumers want to get confident of what they are buying. They want to know what really am I buying. So giving them full information about the product. If you have some, for example, in jewelry, people think jewelry is not sold online. Jewelry is sold online. Show them the certificate of that gold necklace. Consumers will be confident in buying it. So give the full information. Accepting payments online and offline. You have to be very flexible. Just like in a retail shop, you accept cash, you accept credit cards. You have to be flexible online also. Accept cards, cash payments, different mechanisms. And then last but not the least, many consumers will use your website as an information channel. That is also a fact. They'll come, they will know about what you're selling, they will know about your offers, but they may decide to buy offline. You have to have a way in which you can capture the consumers online, send them to your physical store, and increase your sales even inside your physical stores. So as we've just talked about already, when you go ahead and build your technology, the cost of technology is lowered by Martjack simply because we don't say you have to get a server, or you have to get a hosting, or you have to get an IT team. All of it is managed as a service by Martjack. Cost of advertising. One of the critical aspects of advertising which is often missed by retailers is when you give an advertisement, let's say in a newspaper, do you know how many people saw that ad versus how many people actually made a purchase? Conversion is a very, very important aspect of advertising, and the Martjack powered stores are designed in a way that consumers are likely to either buy or visit your offline store. Cost of operations is another aspect. So you have to have a very simple way. When an order comes, you should know immediately, send it for shipping. When a customer is looking at a product, he's abandoned the shopping cycle, you have to know about it. All of these things are facilitated. And the entire process is done in a very reliable and secure environment so that your cost of support automatically goes down.